What's up, everybody? My name is Dracorex, and welcome back to that esports channel. Now, it's been a while. I promised and I told you all that I'll be back, but I wasn't back, and I'm really sorry with the delay. But I'll get into more about it in this episode because welcome to a new segment. This is called Indian Esports Weekly. Now, what is going to happen here in this show? We're going to talk about it. In short, what we're going to do is have a recap of every week, what is happening, what tournaments are happening. We're going to cover every single juicy detail that we get about it. Going more into the details, we recap a little bit of the past, talk about the future by the end of it, and make our predictions and stuff. And this is going to be a way for me to even put more content on this channel. Now, the main soul of goal of this channel was like I wanted to start with podcasts and interviews, and I did that. But then what happens is one thing which I realized is these podcasts are dependent on two people, me and somebody else. Now the issue is there are people and most of the players, people who we want to get are players. Players are content creators and they are busy with their previous commitments. And when they come on the show, it is all by them because they want to help out or they want that show. But it's like, how do I put it? There's no monetary gain currently that I'm just calling people and paying them money. So I have to make content on my own. So this is where I feel like, you know what? I can do something new. I can start this where it's like a weekly show, not too much of details, not too much of effort in the sense of I have to upload daily, but instead we put a lot of information. This is going to be long form as well. I don't want to make short form content. That only is all available on my Instagram, which goes by the rate of at the rate DRACOREXIA double A because Instagram. But yeah, that's even the you can see my Twitter as well. That's where I'll put all the short form content. This is long form informational detailed content. So in this Indian Esports Weekly, what we are going to do is simply have a place for me to share my opinions on the teams. We're going to cover every single game that could be there. So this includes BGMI mainly, Valorant as well, CS2 as well, and finally COD Mobile. Now, this week I'm going to take January 1st to the 14th. Today is the 14th when I'm recording this. It's 11 o'clock in the night. So, right about the right time to do a recap. Everybody's sleeping. The tournaments are done. Players are adjusting scrims. Why don't we just reload a little bit? So, now what we're going to do is straightforward. You can see my face. We're going to have two screens. One is my face, and one is going to be the screen. We are going to be dealing into this tournament and all the things. So as you can see right now, the first tournament which I'm going to talk about is the World of Battle Winter Invitational. Now this tournament took place ideally, it took place on the 22nd of December. Now, I'm so sorry for my cough. I don't know how it just comes up when I'm recording. So this took place on the 22nd of December and it ended on the first week of Jan. Now, this was quite a long tournament. As you can see over here, there were pre-qualifiers, then there were quarterfinals, then there were semi-finals, which was where all the games started getting broadcasted. And then we had the grand finals, which started from December 30th, went on, then continued from January 2nd to January 6th. And within this, there were 16 teams, 5 match days, and 30, like 6 matches in total per day. And as you can see right here, the winners were Team Omega, who are now going as Carnival Gaming. Very interesting name. We will get into that as well. But I have certain opinions of my own. Second we saw was Gemini Sports. Third was Aerobots. And fourth was Team Tamilas. Now, Team Tamilas, we'll be getting back to them as well. But as you can see over here, more the people who got like a bit of a bonus of 20,000 rupees per team, Gemini Esports. Now, if you go into Gemini Esports, if you want to have a look at them, you see their current team. It is over here. Spy, Shadow, Kala, and Afu. And they were really good. Like, they were really nice. And I'm happy that they are right here. But they're quite sweet people as well. They joined, I think that they joined very recently. They were in Aerobots, if I'm correct. Or Autobots. They were in Autobots here, correct. Not Aerobots. Apologies. They were in Autobot Esports and then they came over here. So well done for them. And there was like an entire the sweethearts from Kerala. A complete Malu basically, if you go and look at them. You can see right here, very interestingly done. This team consisting of Spy OP. Spy OP is, you can see over here, he has been one of the players you can just look at. Now, oh, okay, what are you doing now? And there it is. Recently, not having the best of performances, but doing all right. So they're getting their feet up. They're practicing and making sure that they're up. But now we talk about the team that were part of it, and we scroll down, and here it is. This is where it begins. Team number one, Team Omega, Carnival Gaming. They literally, I mean, in my opinion, that was a shocker of a move. Like, okay, I'm a journalist as well. I have to give my opinion. So I'm going to give you my opinion. Honestly, caught me off guard, but I could see that it was happening because at BMPS, when I was there, the first, second day was not at all good for them. They didn't perform that well, and you could clearly see it. Like people were not happy, fans were not happy. They were cheering like there's no tomorrow. But they were a bit sad as well that their team didn't perform that well. So I can understand why like the players were the 4 or 5 of Omega, Neo, Akshat, Hector, and Goblin. They were like, okay, we need to go. But the whole saga with Goblin confused me quite a bit, but you can understand why. The teams left on good terms and they went from SA to Seoul Esports to Carnival Gaming to start something new. It was not in a way of like, hey, we're going to backstab you. No, that never happened. But I have one opinion which I want to share about the Goblin situation. So, when Goblin, according to his live stream, which was done, why am I doing quotes? Because he did live stream. In his live stream, he said that he was under the assumption that they're going to make a team like with him in it. And then suddenly he comes to know that Blind has just been bought out. So he's like, okay, fine. Like Blind is going to be, or the X team of Blind is going to be coming into Soul. So then it's like, okay, happens now for me? So he goes into Revenant and it's going well. But he decides to go and leave like a roster of 4, where he would be the 4th man, and instead just go back to his teammates. Now, that, in my opinion, confuses me because again, it's a 5-man lineup. All fair and good. Same coach, same 5. Synergy is there. You don't need to worry. You have to just get yourself grooving, get used to the new place and stuff like that. And their boot camp is anyway close to the older boot camp. So it just works out for them, logistically speaking. Like now for the fans to understand this, logistics is very important because players are even doing their studies as well. So their life is based around where their boot camps are. I'm not going to mention the place. Don't want to take that risk. The point being is, logically, it made sense for them, and I see it now like the bigger picture. Like, okay, fine, you're getting the money. Not they know for a matter of fact they want to play more, and if Soul were like hesitant to make them play, then you can make sense why it was happening. Or like not hesitant, they were like, hey, look, if anybody wants to leave, feel free to leave. So there's that. Ideally, I want to see more like it should be their comeback arc simply because many people, like when they were in Soul, they got the love and support, and now they have a core of that support. Now they're going to make the most out of it. Now, coming to a new org, you're coming to a new team, there is a new name which you're putting under yourself, CG, you're not putting Soul. So there's a bit of pressure to prove yourself, and that's the best part. I think so, in my opinion, they're going to see a very interesting rivalry. We were hoping for it like long back. I and some other people, I'm not mentioning it. We were hoping it's gonna be Gladiators and Blind, but now that Blind's gone to Soul, Soul's team has gone to Carnival, and Godlike is Godlike. I think so. We're going to see like a triangle. There's going to be like Soul, Godlike, and Carnival, where there's going to be this rotation, and we're going to see God's Reign coming up now, up slowly and steadily with the tag of GDR, which is impressive. But getting back over here. Team number 1 was Team Omega. Team 2 was Big Brother Esports, which just missed out by 9 points. And you can clearly see why it was their day 3 performance. Every single other day, they had more than 20 points, but on day 3, they just had 9. Whereas Team Omega nearly missed it towards the end. They had 14 on the last day, but they had good enough points the days prior to that. So Big Brothers comes in second. Third was Team Tamelas. Fourth was Dragon Esports. Fifth was Shaman. Sixth was Aerobots, and the rest is, you know how it is. So clearly, it's like this is the semi-finals. Apologies, I am so sorry for saying this, but this is the grand final. This is where it makes sense because even as I'm like, Big Brothers. I mean, Uzumaki is my friend, Seth is my friend, but I didn't see them being second. They were second in another event which happened last month, which was the Sky Sports Power Cup. Feels bad because they had an amazing last game, which I would highly suggest you all to watch it because it was genuinely one of the best games of BGMI we could watch. But yeah, as you can see over here, Big Brother finished 9th. Apologies. Team Omega finished first, Shaman was second, Aero was the third, Team Omega was the 4th, Entity was 5th. Now, Entity has got Pukar, if I'm correct. If you have a look over here, if I'm correct, Pukar, yeah, Pukar joins. Yeah, he joined from Team Xbox. So very interesting to see this. And they have been quite good. They're getting slowly their form back because they were even better than BMPS. slowly and steadily getting the groove which they require. They need to get that form back. 6 is Metal Esports, 7 is Reckoning, who have made a new team. 8 is Genesis, 9 is Big Brother, and 10 is Team Meow. So then there's that. We'll leave it to the top 10. So this event, all in all, very good for the players who are there. Team Omega, first tournament where they're coming all important and they win it. It just makes you question, did it sting so a little bit? Did the fans were like, oh, okay. This is like a kick, like, hey, we are not done just yet. Don't think we are let going. So they go back home with 7.5 lakhs, Chimin with 4.5 lakhs, Aerobox with 3 lakhs, and Team WS with 1.5 lakhs. Now, MVP goes to Afu from Team Aerobox. So well done to him. This, I will say, was a third party tournament, which is considered, according to Wikipedia, as B tier. So that's that. That is event number 1 done. Then we had the Up Plus Survival Series, Saga Season 3. This started on the 29th. So this is going with the World of Battle, which I cannot believe there were 2 tournaments happening at the same time, and it ended earlier as well. So it's quite funny. But I think it's your qualifier, semi-final, final. Here is where like people were like little bit wondering like who's going to win. But the team who came up top was none other than Team Tamalas. And this is very interesting because I was just trying to do a little bit of research about them. And this is where I genuinely feel they have been quite incredible. Because if you take a look over here, Team Tamalas had joined, how do I put it? In 2022, they didn't do anything. They really didn't. If you take a look at their things, their best achievement over here, they were literally new state last year. And then they came fourth this year. And after that, if you look at the results from this year, last year, it was really not that good. 2023, 2022, 2021. 2022 was nothing. 2023, they tried a little bit, but it was all blues. The maximum they came, the highest they came was 5th because it was a new state where they came 4th. 5th is not enough. But this year, they started off quite well. They finished 4th in the first third party tournament, and they already finished 1st. So that's a good job for them in the up thing. Because of this, I believe if we take a look at them right now, if you go back to their thing, they win first, they get the prize pool, which is with them. They're not told the money over here, but if you take a look, we skip the semi-final, go to the grand finals, almost 300 points. 300 points, which is incredible stuff. Again, but you can see the consistency over here. Metal finished 3rd. That finished 6th. That finished in the top 10. They're 3rd now. Then you go down, Gen XFM, we've all heard about them. Omega is 5th. So good enough. Good. Hydra comes 6th, Reckoning comes 7th. Again, Reckoning, the new team, was doing wonders. 2 like top 10 finishes, all man good. 8th goes to Megastars, 9th goes to 8-bit, and 10th goes to Orangutan. Orangutan had put out the news that they are going to be keeping the same roster, one last time. For now, it's not looking ideal, but I think so they'll slowly get their groove. They're coming second. They're having that consistency which they're showing at LAN events. I want to see that consistency now in like online tournaments as well. But now shifting away a little bit for, how do I put it? BGMI, if you're going to COD Mobile, because there was one tournament which happened till now, which is a COD, Call of Duty Mobile India Class Season 1. Who won it? Congratulations. If you didn't guess this, it was godlike. They did it in an incredible fashion, having a really good run, defeating Team Vitality in the process. Now, godlike, we'll just talk about them a little because I think they need to be mentioned. The godlike team of our team, which is there, is of Call Mobile, is one of the best in the world, and they prove themselves in the Call of Duty World Championship. Call of Duty Mobile World Championship. I remember that day we were in Gujarat and you could see the godlike creators. They just wanted to see the game. They were watching the tournament, but they wanted to see their team support. Supported them, came up, and it was nice to see them celebrate and stuff in the VIP area. But they came second, and I remember I stayed up that night just watching the game. It was my flight, so I had to watch. I couldn't sleep. But it just goes to show like this is one of the highest achievements India has ever shown on the world stage in any game. So in COD Mobile, now it cannot be like, nah, it's not a fluke. You can never come second as a fluke. You beat some of the best teams, then you come first. That's incredible. And that is what we like to see. So clearly, hats off to them. I am never going to allow them to forget this. And you can clearly see this team has been incredible, coming first multiple times. Not having the best 2022 when they win the World Championship, but 2023 was their year, and I'm hoping 2024 they come first. I really do they come first because well done to this team who sacrificed, who are playing a game where you don't expect, how to put it, they didn't expect a lot. Like you look at the price pool, that's an incredible price pool. That if I'm rounding off correct, that's like $170,000. It's around 80 lakhs plus. 80 lakhs rupees as a price pool. Well done. Well done to you all. So that is good. Like in Colorado, they won the recent event against Vitality. And then we come to the ongoing events right now in BGMI. What do you want? Let me just do you a little bit. I'm so sorry. We'll go a bit away because there's one tournament which happened in Valorant, which is the Acer Pacific Predator League. Within this, we had an Indian team as well. So now, if you take a look at this, the teams who were there, the Indian team was there, and that was none other than, where is the team? No salary peak. This team consists of the old core of Orangutan, which has been let go by the organization. And in my opinion, I have some information which will not be putting out, but the name, let me just tell you, the name has a hint to itself. But anyhow, team consists of Antidote, Raw Fuel, Aziz, Frostman, and Excali. Some of the best players in India as well as Asia. Aziz, as we all know, has been really good. Frostmind as well. But the less said, the better because now the team is not there together. This is the last hurrah. And I believe they have had their fun. They played really well. They lost their first game against Team Secret. It was a close game, and I genuinely believe that they could have done a little bit better. It was so close. So could have won that, man. They could have won it. They were like 9-11 up. They were 11-9 up, and then they lose 11-13. Like, come on, guys. But it is okay. It happened. The next two games they played really well. They won it, but Team Secret had already won it all. So there was no scope or no hope because only one team qualifies, and then you have a round robin and stuff. So it is what it is. We tried our level best. Well done to the team. Really good performance. And yeah, let's get back to BGMI. I like how I'm just talking over here, but I will always suggest to the fans of Valorant that stay tuned. There's information coming about the SA League. I myself am a little bit worried some that is the dealing with the economics and stuff like that. But players are getting signed, teams are being built. So let's see how does it go because you have to do well. At the end of the day, you need to do well. Come on. I want to see. We have got one team which is going to Ascension no matter what. Let's just make sure it's a good team. That's all. It's a team. Like teams, please put your efforts and do the scrims. Let's just have high tier gameplay because last year Orangutan swept us like there was no tomorrow, and Orangutan is an Indian team. I'm acting like Orangutan is not. Orangutan is an Indian team. In Valorant, the first team which I really supported was Orangutan. I don't know why. It was just like a feeling. I'm not wearing yellow because of them. Orange, colorblind. Uh, Orange. But yeah, after that, it was just like good, good, good. The players get to know they're very sweetheart people. They're not that mean. They're not too up. They're nice people. But then afterwards, my passion for Valorant slowly just reduced because I think so the off season just got to me. Like I tried, didn't work out. So anyhow, that's for that. Valorant is coming back, and honestly, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what do these players are cooking. What are the teams cooking? How many teams are going to even be there? That is my main thing because there are open qualifiers as well. So it'll be very interesting to see. But getting back to the current tournament that are happening right now in BGMI. So the first one is the Multiverse Series. This has happened till the semifinals, and as you can see over here, right, 24 teams were equally divided in groups of A, round robin, top 16 qualify, and the top 16 starts from the 13th. Is that the 13th? Interesting. Did the 13th match begin? Oh, it started. Okay, I have not seen this. Okay, this is on me. I have not seen like these games begin. I was work. I thought that games didn't begin. So the 13 has started. Okay, so we're getting to the grand finals right away. And the first day has happened. So we're just looking at it from the first final. So right now, if you take a look, semi-final, this was the groups of the semi-finals, and everybody was interested to see who was playing. It was 18 teams. And over here, you can see 24 teams, out of which 16 will qualify, and the 16 who did well for Team Tamilas, again, they finished first in the semi-final. That's very good to see. That's consistency. Medal as well. Sherman as well. You can see Reckoning as well. But one thing which interests me, God, like esports, this team, we are going to get back to them slowly and steadily. But right now, let's talk about day one. Day one has been a world of wonder because I think the 6 rounds are done out of much. They're having 5 days, yeah. So as you can see right here, ooh, I can see this. Okay, this is interesting. I want to see the points and kills. Placements. Let's see how does this happen. We'll go into super details because I like details. I am a stats person, sorry. Orangutan currently are on top with, like we were talking, number one with 77 points. Now, Orangutan, as you can see, first game, no points, no finishes. Second place, they finished second. So they got 12 points and 13 kills. So 25 point round, which is really good. Compared to Hydra, who got the chicken dinner, and they were on 21. So they got more points than the chicken team who got a chicken dinner. Next game, they get the chicken dinner and like a total of 29. So the consistency is there. Next round, not the best. Fifth round, not good. Sixth round, they come third. So 14 over there. Ideally, a good enough thing, but Orangutan, the only worry is they get up and then you worry that they'll go down. This happened even in Valorant in the beginning, not before they acquired the Enigma roster, but when they had their first roster, it was like up and then crash down. So I just hope that Orangutan doesn't have the same over here where they have a down. Second team is Global Esports, and this team, my oh my oh my, they have been incredible in my opinion, like really good since like it's been going on. I am really surprised of how they have been, and like if you take a look at them, they have been doing all right. This new team has been a firehouse. Let's just be honest, they have been a complete fascinating one. Like, oh my god, what is happening? Um, well done. Like they have been really, really, really good. Right now, they're like some of the teams leave, like players leave, and new people come. Like Slap Eastern. Actually, I can't even pronounce him. I feel really bad that I can't pronounce. But Akshit Kumar, incredible player. Ninja Boy as well. These people, Ninja Boy and Mavi, I don't know what synergy they have, but it's incredible. And seeing Mavi play, I've not met him in person till now, but if I do, I'll just feel like genuinely, he's one of the best players to watch play because they're incredible. The aggression, the way that they are progressing forward, it's not a joke. And you can see, like, if they're making a mistake in one game, immediately they improve. So it's like, okay, wow. And clearly, that is that. And that's the thing, Mavi did really well. Right now, Hydra is third, and the rest of the team, you can see the top 10. I genuinely feel like if they wanted to, I genuinely feel over here that we could see Global or I could have taken away. But if you want to say my wildcard entry, because there could be one, I think the Team Tamilas will finish in the top three. That's my opinion. But getting back into it, we're going to win the last tournament because it is recently not done, but it's going on in quite a pace, and that's the Snapdragon Pro Series, the ESL one. All important, all important, all important. It's a tier A tournament. It's getting quite a lot of importance. A lot of importance. So match days are done for week one, and as we get into this currently, you can see that there are so many teams. This is for the current situation, but right now the days are not there. We can check day one, day two, day three, and maybe doing just that. So right now, if I'm correct, this is Team Prince because I know. Oh yeah, correct. This is finals. I'm so sorry. I get really confused because it's not written like finals, like the semi-finals. Okay, Team Prince is first, who have been incredible, consistent performance in day one, two, and three has not been all right. Gosri in a second, the Team Gladiators. Days two, they were just like, you know what, we're gonna get chicken dinner after chicken dinner after chicken dinner. Just was like, I am weird. We are here. So was Justin and so was Delta. I want to see Shogun play. I think so that he's not doing well. So take care, Shogun. Third is Revenant, who have been incredible with their new roster of Fierce and everybody there. Sensei is a cutie pie, but he's a genuine sweetheart. Sensei, him, Blaze as well, have been incredible. Aquanox, wow. I'm going to say wow. Fourth is Gemin, we are seeing them come back. Fifth is Alibaba Raider. This is your glitch. This was your glitch X team, if I'm correct. I don't know their full name, but they were there in BMPS. Really good team, sweetheart players. Watch out for Duke. Number 6 is Entity. Number 7 is IQ Soul. Number 8 is Team Forever. And the top 16, we rounded off with Godlike ending week 1 on the top 16. So it's going to be interesting to find out because most teams are stated that they want to be in the top 16, and that's their goal. And they're going to enter that. So coming to a conclusion over here, incredible tournaments have been happening. Everybody can watch. There's a lot of content there. Now there's going to be a little bit of a break. Then we'll again have the Upstarts event will go on for the next few days. Then we'll again have the ESL tournament on the weekend. We'll get back to that, as well as the esports in Premier Series. There's an event which is going to happen, which is called Free Fire Max. It's going to have FIFA, the EFC. It's going to have CS2 as well. So it's going to happen in Mumbai. So why not check it out? I'll be coming. I'll be there. So if you want to meet me, sure. And we're going to do a full roundup of this after the event as well. So thank you so much for being a part of watching episode 1 of Indian Esports Weekly. Do give it a like, do subscribe to the channel, do share with your friends, and yeah, I'll be back in another episode in the next one with you all to just talk more about esports. So thank you so much. Take care and good night. Bye bye.